lottery tickets. We're going to have special guests, giveaways, and a whole lot more. The Broncos have agreed on a deal with the Saints to make Sean Payton their next head coach. Payton looking to turn around a Denver team that finished last in the AFC West this past season. They're chasing the Chiefs, who have won the division the last 7 seasons. Shannon, how quickly can you see Sean Payton and the Broncos winning the West?
Well, I don't see it happening next year, Skip. They're going to have to go somebody. I mean, I like Sean Payton because I think, he's a very good coach. Andy Reid, I still believe, is the best coach in that division. I still believe they have the best quarterback. Now, Russell is the 3rd best quarterback in the division. I don't think anybody's saying he's better than Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert. So it's going to take some time, Skip. Now, they had like 30 guys placed on IR. Now, they get the lion's share of those guys back because you're going to have to go out through free agency and get some guys to come in because you really don't have a whole lot of draft capital over the next 2 years, Skip. Mm-hmm. You've traded that away for Russ. You've traded a lot of that away for Sean Payton. Yep. I like what you got back for Sean Payton because Sean Payton, I believe, will be worth the draft capital that you gave up to get him.
Yes, he will.
But I don't believe it happens immediately. It's going to take some time. They might be at least at the bare minimum 2 years away before I can say they can really challenge the Chiefs in this division.
Mm-hmm. Okay, once upon a time, there was a guy named Peyton who turned the Broncos around post Tim Tebow, right?
And that was Manning.
That's a Peyton Manning, and that's P-E-Y, Peyton, right? And this is P-A-Y, last name Peyton, Sean. I believe this Peyton will soon do what that Peyton did for you. And it took how long for that? Well, he stepped right in the door. It took,
The 1 year they won the division.
That's
Next year they went to the Super Bowl.
Right, and he should have been the MVP his first year, but he was the second year. Adrian Peterson won. And again, there was some sympathy there because he had bounced back from his knee injury.
You're correct.
Okay. I just think this whole division is officially on notice because you have a very strong ownership group at the top, and the buck starts there. It doesn't stop there. It starts there, and they've got the bucks to spend, right? And I think they're strong, solid people at the top. You have been around them, and I believe, again, kooky, wacky ownership can undo all this, but I don't think you're going to have that. It feels solid to me, right? Yes. This guy can really coach because I've seen it for a long, long time. It is established. He is bona fide. He is authentic. And he would not have picked this situation unless it were a premier situation. Yes. And he believes he can go places with Russell Wilson because Russell has gone places before.
But you remember, Skip, when he said on air here, he said the most important thing is ownership and the quarterback. And I'm not so sure ownership is not the first, is the most important, which is the front office. So he has that. He has the backing. They've given him, pretty sure that they've given him a lot of control, damn near total control.
I would guess total control.
And so, Skip, when you look at the Broncos at the time of their checkout, they still had 22 players on injured reserve. Okay, you get a Garrett Bowles back. You get a Randy Gregory that you didn't get a whole lot from this year. You get Javonte Williams, Cushion Barrett, Draymond Jones, KJ Hamler. Tim Patrick, if you can get some of these guys back and play at the level that you believe they're capable of playing at, you might be into something. But Kansas City, Skip, they still got that quarterback. They still got that tight end.
Okay, I got it. But they don't have a defense like the one, when healthy, Denver has.
Okay.
They don't have it.
Right.
And don't let Vic Fangio go back there to coach that defense because he's about as good as there is. And there's a lot of runaway speculation that he's opted out of the Miami situation, maybe for this situation, right?
Yeah.
Well, that would be a 1-2 punch that would be hard to beat. That could turn this team around next year into a contender for this title.
But I also heard the 49ers might be in the running for Fangio. He was there. Look, when you're in this high demand, Skip, it's going to come down to dollars and cents. Now, we know the Broncos ownership has the most, but they got the most dollars. And it makes the most sense for Fangio to go back to Denver.
Okay.
And it's not saying like, the Ross doesn't have money down. But Skip, you talk about 60 and 70 billion.
No, this is serious money. This is beyond Jerry Jones money, way beyond Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I just think they're poised, they're primed for a quick turnaround.
Okay.
I will not at all be shocked if they dethrone Andy and Patrick next year.
Could they make the playoffs? That's a possibility. Now, I'm not, Skip, to win the division, you're probably going to have to win 12, 13 games. I don't know if you go win as fewer games as they won this year and turn it around. Because we saw, what was the turnaround in Jacksonville? They won 3 games last year, and then they turned around and they won the division, but that was a 6-game improvement.
It was.
You think about what you're asking, and Skip, that's like a 10, almost a 10-game improvement.
Right. And don't count out Kellen Moore with Justin Herbert.
Right.
Don't count them out.
But my homeboy.
Well, I know, but it's going to be a battle.
You think it's going to be a battle now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope it is.
Yeah.
I'm tired of finishing in the cellar.
Split emotions.
I'm tired of finishing in the cellar.
Yeah.
I'm not used to. We're not Bronco country. We're not used to that.
No.
I'm curious how torn you're going to be, Shannon.
I don't be torn at all.
Broncos and how much you love Patrick Mahomes.
I love Patrick Mahomes, but not more than I love the blue and orange.
There you go.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. More on Tom Brady's retirement, what it means, coming up right after this break. It's a road trip for Undisputed. We are going to the Super Bowl. Take a look. This is the beautiful set that's being built right now in Arizona. We're going to be there next Thursday and Friday, right outside State Farm Stadium. We'd love you to come be part of our live audience. Check out our Twitter feed for all the details on how you can get free tickets. We cannot wait. This is going to be tremendous. Yesterday, the Broncos agreeing to terms with the Saints to make Sean Payton Denver's next head coach. The Broncos would send a first and second rounder to the Saints for Payton and a third-round pick. All right, Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like this move?
10.
Good.
Love it. I love it. This is what the Broncos had to do. And it seems to be the history, Skip, of trading coaches for picks has worked out really well. The first that we've documented that I can remember is Mike Holmgren. The Seattle sent 2 second-round picks to Green Bay. Mike Holmgren went to the Super Bowl. John Gruden, 2 firsts, 2 seconds. He won the Super Bowl. Coach Belichick, I think, went for a first, a fourth, and a seventh. And we already know what happened in New England.
Do we?
So, I like it. Right now, Skip, that's 3 for 3. I like it. And Sean Payton knows what it takes. He knows it's all about the team. If you're not a coach, if you're not in the front office, if you're not accounting or payroll, you don't need a damn office in the building. And I'm sure Sean Payton's going to do away with that. Everybody gets 1 parking spot at the stadium. 1. I love this because Sean Payton going to get it right. He going to tighten this ship up. He knows what it takes. You need to be able to run the football.
He does.
And there's an expectation level. All this grandstanding, all this, all that up, that's going out the window.
Yep.
I love, man. Hey, he don't need no advice from me because I already know what Sean Payton gonna do. He gonna clean this thing right on up.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of things that was going on that's not conducive for winning.
You have mentioned several of them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that, but there are several things. When you're an entertainer or a celebrity and you on a tour, you can do that. But when you're on a team, your teammates got to believe that you are equal to them. Even though they know you might be a better player, but they got to feel that you're equal. And you don't think you're better than they are. Because if they think that you think that they're better, you better than they are. Sean Payton, hey, look, Skip, they've shelled out a lot over the last year and a half. They gave up all those picks to get Russell, paid him a king's ransom.
They did.
They paid out a lot of picks to get Sean Payton, paid him a king's ransom. Now it's time to reap because they already said, the Walton Penner Group said, look, money is not the issue, but we didn't just come here to be a pretty face and say we own this. We want to win. Yeah, man, look here. I might be back in the preseason. I might be going back to preseason games.
You might be going to more Bronco games than Laker games.
Yeah, no, I don't know about all that.
This is a 10 because you finally landed a real live head coach. I like Nathaniel Hackett. I met him when he was 8 years old. I love his father, but he was overmatched and in way over his head. He wasn't ready for this.
He sold him a bill of goods. He sold him something they couldn't deliver, Skip.
Well, it was Aaron Rodgers that he sold him.
He couldn't deliver that, though.
And it didn't work out, and he got stuck, and you got stuck with him. But more important, you really got stuck with your new quarterback or your old new quarterback. And now Russell Wilson is stuck in a good way with Sean Payton because Sean Payton will fix what ails Russell. He might not love it. Yes, it is. It is fixable. I think he has a lot of good football left. You know why?
I hope so.
You know why? Because Sean would not have taken this job if he did not believe that Russ had a whole lot of good football left, because there's no way he'd say, I'm going to thrust myself into a can't-win situation.
20 mil a year making people do a lot of things.
Okay, well, there you go. but again, as he said in his opening remarks that he made, we have to run the football because we need to give him the help that he needs, because you have to take some pressure off.
Yeah, well, Javonte's